Universities remain among the top academic institutions in the world, and that's how it ought to be. They're entrusted with hundreds of billions in taxpayer funding, research dollars, and federal student aid to help develop the next generation of leaders and drive cutting-edge scientific discovery. I just left a meeting starting in my office on myeloma research that has some very promising things taking place, and that's what we're looking for through the research that goes on at our institutions. The free exchange of ideas is a core American principle and a cornerstone of higher education. International collaboration, whether through welcoming international students or creating international research partnerships, can, when done right, have a very positive effect for our country. However, it would be naive and reckless to ignore the dangerous, the serious dangers facing our higher education system. Foreign adversaries, particularly geopolitical rivals like the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, are actively competing against our nation's interests on the battlegrounds of our university campuses. They're unafraid to exploit American good intentions for ill-gotten gains. I'm proud that this committee has been a leader in combating malign foreign influence on college campuses. Last year, the House passed the Deterrent Act, which was a strong bipartisan vote for a second Congress in a row. Deterrent would bring much-needed transparency to foreign gifts and contracts under Section 117 of the Higher Education Act, and I'll continue working to get it signed into law. This committee's oversight has brought to light troubling partnerships between American universities and the CCP's defense-linked institutions, including joint research institutes operating with American campuses. As a result of this work, many universities have taken steps to shut down these programs. The Trump administration and Secretary McMahon have also taken this issue seriously. The Education Department has launched multiple Section 117 compliance investigations, improved the usability of disclosed data, and just last month announced an interagency agreement with the Department of State to incorporate the State Department in national security expertise. Despite this progress, recent events make it clear that the threat remains active. Last summer, there were multiple disturbing instances of potential foreign espionage on U.S. campuses. At the University of Michigan, students, employees, and faculty have been charged and sentenced for conspiracy and smuggling-related crimes. At Stanford, students were approached by foreign nationals posing as peers in an effort to get students to travel to China and share research. These instances must not be swept under the rug, and I'm excited to discuss them more in depth today at this hearing. Institutions must be proactive in addressing these threats. They should not wait for a congressional inquiry or hearing before taking a hard look at their campus culture, vetting processes, and compliances with the law. Openness is one of our great strengths, but it cannot become our greatest weakness. We can and we must ensure that academic collaboration strengthens America, not our adversaries. With that, I yield to the ranking member, the gentlelady from Oregon, Ms. Bonamici.